Hey guys, Northern Mechanical, Plumbing, Gas, Heating, Cooling, Albuquerque, working on our own house here, and we are about to pigtail a circuit, a receptacle to be exact. Now I'm not an electrician, in full disclosure, you need to have an EE98 or an EE license to do electrical work. However, this is my own home, I am a mechanical contractor, and I do know what I'm doing, so I thought I would help you DIYers. Now, because we are painting and skim coating and removing drywall in this entire home, and we just painted this room, what I'm doing is replacing the receptacles and pigtailing them because we have aluminum wiring in this entire home and we don't want to do a rewire. So I thought I would show you guys how I pigtail these receptacles, because each one needs to be properly pigtailed to not have a fire hazard, essentially. Here's the room we're in. And here is the that we are replacing now. So we'll start with, we have our wire, 14-3. I bought a little one because I'd have to do every receptacle in the house, so I bought 15 feet because I cut off about that much for each one. We have our Alumicons, which is an Ideal brand, I believe, and they have the plug patent on everything, so you have to buy these. They are expensive. The only other ones they make are the actual Ideal brand, and they're the twist connectors, but they're purple, and they come out to, you can buy a 10-pack, they come out to like $5.50 a piece, so very expensive for twist-ons, twist wire connectors. We have our new receptacle for copper, multi-tool screwdriver, which I'm just using the flathead for this. Vape, because we need nicotine to get through this. We have our electrical wire splicers, splitters, strippers. This to always check there's power, because even though I know there's not, and we checked, you always want to check every single one to be safe so that we're not killing ourselves or hurting ourselves. And finally, outlet cover. I bought the Decora Leviton. Just bought 10 packs. I bought the squares of everything so I could buy a bunch of boxes of these. So they'll end up looking like this. Pretty nice. Alright, let's get started. Yeah, okay. There we go. Oh. Alright, let's get started. So, we're going to start by taking off our receptacle here. And we have a double junction, so we have 2 blacks, 2 whites, and a ground tied in here with multiple other grounds. Which means, and also be gentle with the aluminum wiring because it is softer than copper and it can break. What this means exactly is these are jumping off to other locations. So we're just going to go ahead and take our wire strippers and cut these all. Okay. I'm going to take off this extra ground wire here. Like that. The tips of your snips here can grip things to untwist them. Okay, and we want some nice smooth pieces. So we're going to like that, and like that. Those are our grounds, and that's silver wire, that's aluminum wiring. And for our whites, snip, snip, and snip. Now, aluminum wiring is always bigger than copper, so we're going to cut down to a 10 gauge here on our strippers. Pop those off. And that's because copper is a better conductor than aluminum. Okay. Now we're going to take our Alumicons. We're going to need one for each group of wires. We have our hot wire, we have our neutral wire, and then we have our ground wire. Vape break. Now we'll grab our screwdriver here. These come with antioxidant solution inside, which you can kind of see. Not really, but it's in there. And you can buy this solution. It comes in a squeeze bottle. And what it does is it helps the corrosion happen from the copper to aluminum, or just the aluminum in itself. And it's going to preserve the wires. So we're going to take one of these, and essentially we're going to take both our neutral wires, our whites, and we're going to take both our hots. Let me fix this one up here. And we're going to take both our grounds and both of these, there's 3 ports here. So if you have more than 3, you're fucked. You got to use something else. But normally you're not going to have more than 2 in a properly wired home. So you're going to put one in both of these and tighten them down. Now they do suggest a torque screwdriver on this for, I think it's 15 pounds and 10 pounds depending on the wire gauge. But we're just going to go by hand here because this is my house. So we're going to go one here. Now, see, if you have too much and you have some wire showing, you want to clip some of that off. You don't want any bare wire showing. That's a major problem for a short to happen. Make sure you're in there all the way. And I'm tightening these up as good as I can. Just past snug. Get both our neutrals in there. Maybe don't have them open enough. You got to make sure you take these screws out to the point where they're almost all the way open. And then get it in there good. Now the reason we're doing this so close to the wall is because there's only so much room in these boxes. Especially old boxes. Okay? I'm going to take our next one here. Loosen it up. I think you get the idea. Loosen it up pretty good. Sometimes they'll fall out on you because for this 10 gauge wire, you almost have to open them up all the way to a point where they fall out. Okay, so we're going to move that out of the way. Get this guy in there. Get this guy in there. You can do them both at the same time if you want. If it feels comfortable to get one tightened down, do that first, like so. And you'll know it because with this wire, you'll get it tight right away because it's so thick. And if you have only one white or one hot and one neutral when you do this, you're in luck because you have more room and then you're only using 2 out of each of these. Okay, put a ground in. all the way in. It's already getting tight. I've been told they used this aluminum wiring during World War II, was it? No, Vietnam, because of they wanted to save cost on ammo. Okay, make sure it's all the way in. You may have to fidget with it a bit to get it all the way in there. Now, we're going to go ahead and grab our wire here. I'll take about this much. And like that. Snip them. Start with our neutral. 14 gauge. Strip it. Strip your main power, your black, your hot wire, and I do about half an inch, a little less than half an inch, quarter to a half, and our ground on both sides. This is 14, so we're going to go on the 14 here. Stick that in there like so. See, it's a little long, so I'm going to just chop a tad off. And we're in. Tighten her up. And close. Now we'll put this back in here. And this is our ground. For these, I am needing to, I grab the ends of my pliers here, my strippers, and turn them like this so that I can wrap them around the screw, like so, and tighten that up. You may have to move it around a bit and hold it in place with your finger to get it tight. You want that ground tight. So we've now pigtailed all of them. We're going to take them and fit these back in there by bending the wires like so, leaving just our copper wire exposed. We want to push these back as far as possible. I may need 2 hands for this. And this is when it can get tricky fitting them all in there. So we have our 2 blacks, our ground is our hot, our neutral, and our ground's already connected. And in the back of this, if you can see, sorry guys, we have these little holes in these, gold side, silver side. Hot's gonna go over here, white's gonna go over here. We can stick them straight in these holes, and then I crank these down anyways. Mostly to get them out of the way. Okay, we're in. We're going to tighten these down. Now you could put more wires on the sides of these. If you had more wires, you could connect them there. And you don't have to use those little holes, but it makes it nice and easy. And same thing on the other side. You can feel a little crunch in there. I'm not positive if that's tightening down the wires we use in the holes or not, but it feels good to me, so I'm doing it. And there we are. And that's it, guys. We're now going to tighten this in. Hold your wires as needed to get it in. You want to get your screws lined up like so. I like to get it started on top and bottom. And then kind of bend it into place. And it's got a lot of resistance from the wires. And there we go. Nice and snug. Now we're going to open our cover case. Put it on, no big deal, and then check for electricity and we're done. Turn on our power. Now that we've turned it on, back on at the unit. Oh, these are tight. They're really tight. Wow. So we've got power, which is what we want. And that's it.